Hello learners, in this video the topic self-publishing versus traditional publishing from the module 12 of the course Creative Writing shall be covered. Self-publishing has become a popular and empowering option for writers looking to take control of their work. Unlike traditional publishing, which often involves steps such as securing a literary agent, signing a publishing deal, and waiting for months or even years for the book to be released, self-publishing allows authors to publish their books independently and directly reach their audience. The rise of digital platforms has made self-publishing more accessible than ever before. Such platforms enable authors to publish both electronic books and print books on demand, eliminating the need for upfront printing costs and offering global distribution. Authors can set their own prices, retain full creative control, and most importantly, keep a larger share of the profits compared to traditional publishing contracts. However, self-publishing also comes with certain challenges. Writers must take on multiple roles, including editor, marketer, and graphic designer, or hire professionals to assist with these tasks. Self-published authors are responsible for creating polished final product, which means they need to ensure the quality of their book in terms of content, design, and editing. Additionally, they must develop their own marketing strategies to reach readers, which often require a significant time and financial investment. Despite these challenges, self-publishing offers a great deal of freedom and flexibility. It allows authors to publish niche topics or experimental works that may not fit into traditional publishing molds. With the right dedication, self-published authors can achieve success, build a loyal readership, and even see their works become bestsellers. The key is to remain committed to the craft, continuously improve the book, and actively engage with readers. One of the success stories in self-publishing is the Indian writer Ashwin Sanghvi, whose works Krishna Ki and Chanakya's Chant were among the best sellers. Traditional publishing refers to the process where authors submit their manuscripts to established publishing houses, which then handle the editing, design, production, and distribution of the book. This model has been the cornerstone of the literary world for centuries, and it typically involves several key steps such as submitting a manuscript, securing a literary agent, signing a publishing contract, and ultimately seeing the book in stores or online platforms. In traditional publishing, the process often begins with a literary agent who helps an author refine their manuscript and pitch it to publishers. Once a publisher expresses interest, they offer a contract that includes terms such as royalties, advance payments, and rights to the book. If the contract is signed, the publisher takes over the majority of the work, including professional editing, book cover design, typesetting, and print production. They also manage marketing and distribution efforts to ensure the book reaches its target audience. One of the primary advantages of traditional publishing is the expertise and resources provided by established publishing houses. Authors benefit from professional editing, high-quality production values, and widespread distribution channels, including bookstores and libraries. In addition, publishers often have significant marketing budgets and can help authors gain exposure through media outlets, book tours, and partnerships. However, the traditional publishing route is competitive and can be difficult to break into. Publishers often focus on authors with a proven track record or a manuscript that aligns with market trends, making it harder for new or niche writers to gain traction. Advances are not guaranteed, and authors typically earn royalties, which are a percentage of book sales rather than a lump sum. Despite the challenges, traditional publishing remains a prestigious route for many authors due to its professional support and widespread reach. In the publishing industry, financial investments and royalties play a crucial role in determining the financial success of a book as well as the profitability for authors, publishers, and other stakeholders. These concepts are integral to publishing and the self-publishing models. Financial investment in publishing generally refer to the costs incurred by publishers or authors in the process of bringing a book to market. In traditional publishing, the publisher typically invests in several key areas such as editing, design, printing, marketing, and distribution. These costs are usually covered by the publisher, who then recoups through the book sales. In self-publishing, the author assumes responsibility for all these expenses, including the editing services, cover design, formatting, and marketing efforts. Self-published authors may also have to pay for services like ISBN or paid advertising to help promote their work. Royalties are the payments made to the authors based on the sales of their books. In traditional publishing, authors receive royalty as a percentage of a book's sales price, which can vary depending on the type of deal. Authors typically receive a percentage of the net or retail price of each book sold, with rates ranging from 5% to 15% for print books and often higher for e-books. These royalties are paid out on a regular basis, usually quarterly or biannually, and are subject to certain terms outlined in the publishing contract. For self-published authors, royalties are generally more favorable since they retain full control over pricing and profit margin. While self-publishing allows authors to keep a larger share of royalty, it also requires more effort and investment in terms of marketing and production. Both financial investment and royalty are essential in determining the potential income an author or publisher can earn, shaping the financial viability of publishing ventures. Next, we will move to distribution and reach in publishing. Distribution and reach are fundamental to the access of any book, as they determine how widely a book is made available and how easily readers can access it. In both traditional and self-publishing, these elements play a pivotal role in connecting the author's work with its audience. Distribution refers to the process of making books available to retailers, libraries, and readers, both online and offline. In traditional publishing, publishers handle distribution by working with wholesalers and retailers to place physical books in bookstores, libraries, and other outlets. This also involves creating partnerships with online platforms to ensure that digital copies are available to readers globally. The strength of a publisher's distribution network can significantly impact a book's visibility and sales potential. Publishers often have established relationships with major retailers, ensuring that the books are stocked in primary locations. This can increase the likelihood of impulse buys or wider readership. In self-publishing, distribution is often handled by digital platforms that allow authors to distribute ebooks and print-on-demand physical books globally. However, self-published authors may need to manage their own distribution strategies and in some cases rely on multiple platforms to maximize reach. While these platforms provide access to global markets, they don't always guarantee visibility, which means authors must often invest in marketing and promotion to ensure their books reach the right audience. By the term reach, it is meant the extent which a book is made accessible to readers. A strong distribution network increases reach by making a book available to readers worldwide, whether through physical bookstores or online platforms. It also involves targeting specific demographics or markets that are most likely to appreciate the book's content. For example, creative writing from a specific region would be appreciated within that region and would also acquire a higher number of readers. A wide reach ensures that more potential readers can find and purchase the book, directly affecting sales and an author's long-term success. In both publishing models, effective distribution and reach are key to a book's commercial viability and its ability to make an impact in the marketplace. Quality assurance in publishing. Quality assurance in publishing is a crucial process that ensures books meet high standards of accuracy, readability, and overall production quality before they are made available to the public. Whether in traditional or self-publishing mode, quality assurance involves several steps, each aimed at enhancing the final product for the reader. In traditional publishing, the quality assurance process is typically handled by the publishing house, which has a team of professionals dedicated to different aspects of the book's production. The first stage involves editing, where the manuscript is reviewed for clarity, coherence, grammar, punctuation, and structure. This may include multiple rounds, such as a developmental editing that focuses on the content and structure. This is followed by copy editing that focuses on the grammar and syntax. Finally, we have the proofreading that focuses on final errors. Editors ensure the manuscript is polished and free of mistakes before it proceeds to the next stage. The next step in traditional publishing is design and layout, where the book's visual aspects include its cover, typography, and overall formatting. Designers ensure that the book is not only visually appealing but also easy to read. Quality assurance in design involves selecting appropriate font, ensuring proper alignment, and making sure images and graphics, if any, are of high resolution and are placed correctly. Proofreading occurs after the manuscript has been typeset. A final review is done to catch any remaining typographical or formatting errors before the book goes into print. In traditional publishing, proof copies are often printed and reviewed to ensure everything appears as expected before mass printing begins. For self-published authors, quality assurance may require more effort since they often handle these tasks themselves or hire freelancers. Self-published authors must invest in professional editing, proofreading, and design services to ensure their books meet industry standards. Certain platforms provide tools to check formatting, but ultimately the author is responsible for maintaining high quality production standards. In both the models, quality assurance helps ensure that the book is error-free, professionally presented, and ready for readers, which is essential for maintaining credibility and attracting a loyal readership. Rights and ownership. In traditional publishing, the author typically retains the copyright to their work, but grants the publisher certain rights to use, distribute, and promote the book. These rights are negotiated in the publishing contract and can cover various aspects, including territorial rights, which means where the book can be sold, translation rights, which means the ability to publish the book in different languages, audiobook rights, film or TV adaptation rights, along with electronic rights. The publisher generally has the right to manage these aspects in exchange for the services they provide, such as editing, marketing, distribution, and the financial backing needed for production. In return, the author usually receives royalties, a percentage of the sales, and sometimes an advance payment against future royalties. The specific terms of these rights can vary widely, with the author giving up some control in exchange for the publisher's support and resources. In self-publishing, the author retains full control and ownership of the book. This means that they hold all the rights to the content and can make the decision regarding distribution, pricing, and any potential adaptation or translation. The author also has the freedom to license or sell any rights independently. For example, a self-published author could sell the film rights to a production company or decide to release their book as an audiobook. However, with this control comes the responsibility of managing all aspects of the book's production and marketing, which can be both time-consuming and costly. Understanding the rights and ownership of a book is crucial as it determines how an author can profit from their work and how much control they have over its future adaptation and distribution. In both traditional and self-publishing, clear agreements are essential to protect the author's interests while ensuring the book reaches its potential readers. Manuscript submission. Manuscript submission is a critical first step in the publishing process, particularly in traditional publishing. It involves sending a complete manuscript or a proposal to a publisher or literary agent for consideration. The submission process is highly competitive and can vary depending on whether the writer is submitting to a traditional publisher or an agent. The primary goal of manuscript submission is to secure a publishing deal or literary representation. In traditional publishing, authors typically start by researching potential publishers or agents who specialize in their genre. Publishers and agents usually have specific submission guidelines which are essential to follow carefully. These guidelines often include the format for the manuscript, whether a query letter or synopsis is required, and any additional materials needed such as a sample chapter or a full manuscript. The query letter serves as the author's pitch, introducing the book and demonstrating why it is good fit for the publisher or agent. Once the manuscript is submitted, it goes through an evaluation process. For publishers, the manuscript is usually first viewed by an acquisition editor who assesses its quality, market potential, and fit with the publisher's list. If an agent is involved, they will assess the manuscript's viability for representation and its potential to sell to publishers. Rejection is common, and authors may need to submit their work to multiple agents or publishers before finding the right match. For self-publishing, the manuscript submission process is much more straightforward. Authors are not required to submit their manuscript to a publisher or agent. Instead, they can choose platforms to publish their manuscripts independently. This gives the author complete control over the submission process, but it also places more responsibility on them to ensure the manuscript is polished and professionally prepared before publication. Regardless of the route, manuscript submission requires careful preparation and attention to detail, as the first impression can significantly impact the chances of success. An important part of publication is the ISBN. An ISBN, or International Standard Book Number, is a unique identifier assigned to a book to facilitate its identification, cataloging, and tracking in the global marketplace. It is a crucial component for publishers, booksellers, and libraries, ensuring that books are easily distinguishable from one another and can be efficiently distributed. The ISBN consists of a 13-digit number. For traditional publishers, acquiring an ISBN is essential as it allows books to be tracked through bookstores, libraries, and online retailers. It also helps in cataloging, inventory management, and sales reporting. Publishers typically register ISBN with an official ISBN agency, which is usually specific to each country. For self-published authors, obtaining an ISBN is equally important, particularly if they wish to sell their books through major retail platforms or to have them available in libraries. If an author wants to retain full ownership and control of their ISBN, they can purchase one independently through an official ISBN agency. While an ISBN is not required for digital-only books or certain niche markets, it remains a valuable tool for authors, publishers, and booksellers in managing the distribution and sales of books. Having an ISBN helps a book be catalogued correctly, ensuring it reaches the right audience and is recognized in the global book trade. In India, the official agency responsible for issuing ISBN is Raja Ram Mohan Roy Library Foundation, which operates under the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. The RRRLF is authorized to assign ISBNs to Indian publishers and authors who wish to publish books for distribution in India and internationally. To obtain an ISBN in India, authors and publishers can apply directly through the RRRLF website. The process involves submitting an application form, providing details about the book such as title, author, publisher, format, etc., and in some cases submitting proof of publication or a sample of the book. The agency issues free of charge to Indian publishers and authors, though there may be certain requirements or documentation needed for self-published works. Next section is editing. Editing is one of the most crucial steps in the publishing process, as it significantly enhances the quality of a manuscript and ensures that the final product is polished, coherent, and professional. Whether in traditional publishing or self-publishing, the role of editing cannot be overstated, as it directly impacts how readers engage with a book and how well it performs in the market. At its core, editing involves refining a manuscript by improving its structure, language, style, and clarity. The process typically includes developmental editing, which addresses the overall structure, pacing, and content of the manuscript. It ensures that the narrative flows logically, the characters are well developed, and the message is clearly communicated. This stage helps to improve the coherence and readability of the book, often leading to substantial changes in the text. Once the manuscript is structurally sound, copy editing follows. Copy editing focuses on grammar, spelling, punctuation, and sentence structure. A copy editor also ensures consistency in formatting style and language usage. This stage is vital for maintaining professionalism and readability. A manuscript filled with errors can quickly alienate readers and hurt an author's credibility. The final setup is proofreading, which catches any lingering typographical or formatting mistakes. Proofreaders carefully scan the manuscript to ensure that it is free from any last-minute errors, ensuring that the text is visually and linguistically flawless. For self-published authors, editing is particularly important since they typically lack the professional oversight that a traditional publisher provides. Skipping this step can result in a book that appears unpolished, hurting its chances of success. Effective editing ensures that the author's voice is heard clearly, making the book more engaging and enhancing its chances for critical and commercial success. Ultimately, editing is the backbone of any publication. It transforms a rough draft into a refined, readable book, increasing its chance of reaching and resonating with a wider audience. Next, production and marketing. Production and marketing are the two essential pillars of the publishing process that ensure a book reaches its audience and performs well in the market. Both play crucial roles in transforming an author's manuscript into a finished product and driving its success. Production refers to the process of transforming the manuscript into a physical or digital book ready for sale. In traditional publishing, this process is managed by the publisher and involves multiple stages such as design, which is creating the book cover, interior layout and typography, printing, which is for physical books, and digital formatting, which is meant for the electronic books. The production process also includes quality checks to ensure that the final product is visually appealing and error-free. Whether producing physical copies or digital editions, production requires a combination of creativity, technical skills, and attention to detail to ensure that the book meets industry standards. In self-publishing, the author typically oversees the production process, which might involve hiring freelance professionals for tasks like cover design, interior formatting, and proofreading. Some self-publishing platforms also offer tools to help authors produce their books in various forms, whether it is e-book, paperback, or hardcover, without needing to deal with the complex logistics. Marketing, on the other hand, focuses on promoting the book to potential readers. Effective marketing is key to driving book sales and increasing an author's visibility. For traditional publishers, marketing is usually a collaborative effort involving public relation campaigns, book tour, social media promotion, and securing book reviews in a major publication or an influential blog. Publishers may also work with booksellers to get the book placed in prominent retail locations. For self-published authors, marketing can be more challenging, as they must handle these efforts in their own. Authors often rely on social media, online advertising, book giveaways, and direct outreach to build an audience. While self-publishing authors keep full control over marketing, it often requires a significant investment of time and resources. In both models, a well-executed production and marketing strategy is essential for ensuring that the book reaches its target audience and succeeds in a competitive market. Case study: the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling is one of the most successful and widely recognized literary franchises in history. The journey from an initial manuscript rejection to becoming a global phenomenon exemplifies the potential challenges and rewards within the publishing industry. The story of the series also highlights the importance of persistence, timing, and effective marketing in achieving success. One of the key elements in the success of the Harry Potter series was its effective marketing strategy, which targeted children, young adults, and even adults. The books were marketed through book fairs, author tours, and massive media campaign. A unique aspect of this campaign was its cross-media potential, with the books leading to successful movie adaptation, merchandise, video games, and theme parks. This helped build a lasting cultural impact. I'll close the video with a quote that a professional writer is an amateur who didn't quit. This was said by Richard Bach. It means that a creative writer has to persevere. Many great writers were once beginners, but it is their persistence that made them professionals. Maya Angelou said that there is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. This is a powerful reminder that every writer has a unique story to tell and the world needs to hear it. This is applicable for all creative writers who are in the process of beginning their writing career.